Throughout the course of this life study, we have pointed out several times that nearly everything in Genesis 1 and 2 is a seed of the divine revelation. The two trees are such seeds, along with all the other seeds sown in Genesis 1 and 2. These seeds grow in the following books of the Bible and are reaped as a harvest in the book of Revelation. In Revelation chapter 20, verse 10-14, we see that death is cast into the lake of fire. In Revelation chapter 22, verse 2, we see that life abides in the New Jerusalem. At the beginning of the Bible, we find death and life, and at the end of the Bible, we again see death and life. Between the two ends of the Bible, two lines are set forth, the line of death and the line of life. Both lines begin in the book of Genesis and end in the book of Revelation. Death begins with the tree of knowledge of good and evil and ends with the lake of fire. Life begins with the tree of life and ends at the New Jerusalem. Before we were saved, we were on the line of death. After we were saved, we were put on the line of life. Its contents, nature, and result. The first of these two choices was the tree of life, which denoted God Himself as life. The content of the tree of life is life. It is life, simply, purely and absolutely. The nature of this tree and the result of this tree are also life. Life is the content, nature, and result. Everything is life. Its principle to be dependent. The principle of the tree of life is dependence. Perhaps many of you are not clear about this principle of dependence. Allow me to use the illustration of graduation. Nearly everyone reading this message has graduated from some kind of school, either elementary school, high school, college, or university. Although we may graduate from such schools, we can never graduate from a restaurant. We may graduate from studying, but we should never graduate from eating. Furthermore, we cannot graduate from drinking water or from breathing air. I encourage you to study well and to graduate from school as soon as possible. However, I would never encourage you to graduate from reading, for if you do that, you will die. What is the meaning of this? It means that knowledge creates independence and that life demands dependence. Obtaining a certain body of knowledge permits us to graduate and to act independently. For example, I may not know how to cook. After studying the art of cooking under an expert chef, I will eventually become knowledgeable, independent, and able to cook without the aid of my instructor. However, in the things pertaining to life, we can never be independent. We are dependent upon life constantly. I have been breathing since the day I was born, and I continue to breathe 24 hours a day. I have never graduated from breathing. I can never be independent of breathing and stay alive. I should not say I have practiced enough breathing. Now I am an expert. I can teach you to breathe, but I don't need to breathe myself. Regardless how old we are, we remain dependent upon breathing because breathing is a matter of life.